It's April here at Shady Country Distillery in FS22, and this month we're spending a lot of money, all on things we need, of course, but we're also planting the seeds of what will become several more production lines to be added to our brand in the coming months. Welcome back to the farm. You can find a link to this series in the description or in the comments below, and of course, check out the channel page for other farming series you might like. Welcome back to the farm here at Shady Country Distillery. On the map of Kalinovka, FS22. It's April now, and well, this month there's some fun things to do. We've got all our production is going again now that the compost has been filled, of course. So you took care of all that last episode, the compost and the greenhouses. There's lots of moonshine being produced, which undoubtedly has to be sold. So we'll be stopping by the still to sell another few batches of moonshine. And we got some field work to do. Right now, we're headed to the store. There is a used trailer for sale I want to have a look at, and we need some repairs on the tractor. So we're going to be going to the store, and I think we're going to be buying a used trailer, which is going to need some repairs as well. So we're going to run that by the mechanic, and well, there's some other things to be done at the farm. I'll remember when we get there. I made sure there's definitely some things to do this month. Yeah, so right here, I think this is a pretty good deal. $8,000 for this trailer. And it's got a capacity of 22 cubic meters, which is way better than what we've got. So, yeah, I say we're definitely going to go with this. Okay, that's extra for the extension. Well, it was just on there by default. I didn't notice, but yeah. So that is money well spent, for sure. That holds, over twice as much, like 2.5 times as much as our current trailer. This will be great for harvesting our fields the current tipper we have, 8,000 liter capacity. I mean, that's like 1.5. And our harvester's hopper is small, and it would only hold 1.5 of those. So here we go. So we're going to take this to the mechanic, which is kind of down the other way, down the road from our house. But we're going to go down there. We could get our vehicle serviced at the dealership, of course, but I'd rather go to Mr. Ivanovich here down the road. I like doing business with, I like working with the small businesses. So yeah, he's just down here on the other side of town from us. It's actually closer to our house, is another good reason. Mr. Ivanovich is right down the road here. It's actually closer to our house. It just, we had to go down to the store to catch this. So let's get down there and let's get this stuff repaired and get back to the farm, of course, for the things we got to do there. Here he is right here. Oh, look at that. He's sitting outside waiting for us. Hello, sir. I brought you a tractor and a trailer to get some service on. Let's see what that's going to cost us. This is our first service we're doing on this tractor. $6,000. Yeah, it was a brand new tractor. It's going to be expensive. There we go. So, got this stuff all fixed up. And, yeah, that sunk us quite a bit on the money front. Well, the trailer, you know how things add up. The trailer said, oh, it's $8,000. Yeah, but then, of course, we want the extension, which costs another $1,500 or whatever, right? And then it's like, oh, we need to service the tractor. Well, that's, several $1,000s. And next thing I know, we're down quite a bit of money. That's okay because we got, of course, moonshine. There's should be quite a few cases of moonshine to sell here in April. And we're going to see what else there is around the farm. We're going to be moving around some bales as well. So let's get back there and get back to work. So back at the farm, where's a good spot for this tipper? It is pretty big compared to a lot of the things we have here. I wonder if it'll fit under this awning over here. I kind of don't think so. Let's see. That extension makes it quite tall. I like the size. 22 cubic meters is great. That might just be enough to handle what our fields put out without refilling it, but nah, that's not going to fit under there. How about here? Will it fit in here? It doesn't look like it, but oh no, nope, not going to fit in there either. Well, for now, we're just going to park this out here. I have a lot of equipment parked out here because, well, our farmyard there's room for more stuff in there, but I'm trying not to crowd it with things. So we're going to park this out here by the grain mill where the other John Deere is. We'll just move this out of the way. We'll probably be using this here. Over time, things tend to find their place around here. Yeah, for now, let's just park this here. And yeah, let's see how our fields are doing. I haven't been out to the fields much yet this month. Well, it's only the 2nd of April. Let's see here. So this would be our, oh yeah, just our grass down here. Here's our corn. That's what I was looking for. Here's our corn down here. And it is doing nicely. We just planted this last month. Got all this planted. Now I'm working on this northern section of the field here, getting this ready for something. For what? I don't know. We could plant anything down here. This whole northern section of the field just started after the last episode. Last month I started running the disc harrow through this. This could be anything. There's still time to plant this year, of course. It's only April. So this could be anything. Although one thing I did just kind of think of, we've got this field divided into sections. You know, this here being the northernmost section. Since I planted corn here, is there room to get the equipment to work the northern section of the field? Now, this is what it looks like on the map. See, here's our field. It's our one field. And now, if you recall from episode 1, when we first got here, this is a 5.8 hectare field. And we're working it like this, which I think this works great for a smallish, you know, production-based farm. This works. This is a great way to divide up a 6 hectare field where we don't need all of it one crop. So here we've got this in rye. This is grass. This is corn. And this, you know, if we just do a couple more rows here, it'd make a great... Yeah, it's sectioned off fairly evenly. So if we just run a couple more rows, we can make this section right here another crop and then have this top section here grass or something. Yeah, it's been divided up pretty evenly so far. So I say I'll run this disc harrow in a couple more rows. We'll make this something and that up there something else. Yeah, always open to ideas. But yeah, it's a really efficient way to do a 6 hectare field when we don't need, you know, we don't need all 6 hectares, the same thing. And also we're working with smaller equipment and it's a small production based, homey kind of farm, you know, where we put out, you know, craft based, you know, artisan products, smaller batch kind of thing. We don't need, yeah, these size fields here are so far great. Yeah, so let's, I left our John Deere over here running. Let's put it here. You know what? Let's put it over here. We might need to run water at some point up to the still. I don't know. We can hook it up to this trailer. It's something. Yeah, let's back this up. I just filled this with fuel earlier this month, so it's putting out water. Oh, it's quite loud as well. Yeah, that's putting out water. That reminds me, someone asked about this in the comments. Actually, I literally just read that comment. Someone asked me where this water thing comes from, so why not just check that right now? I'll probably answer him in the comments anyway, but it did just occur to me because, oh, it's going to be in production. All right, and so here is the mod. It comes from the Greenhouse Modular Set. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to write that down, actually, so I'll answer him in the comments. But if you were wondering as well, that's where I had to look this up. I looked in the, yeah, and then I had to come here and look at the mods and DLC that we're using for this. All right, so back over here. Yeah, so out in the grass field, yeah, we got some bales. I want to finish moving these bales. I was getting some of these stored in the bale storage over here. I had a straw bale stored here, and it seems to me that this tarp storage, although it's very attractive, it only seems to like to store one kind of bale. When I had the straw bale stored here, it was storing the grass bales kind of partially under the ground, and that was causing issues. So I'm switching to storing grass bales there. So what I'm saying is I just want to store one type of bale there to avoid whatever issue that was happening again. Now, and that tarp bale storage, that's part of the map. So, whoops, I kind of... Anyway, the point is, we have mostly grass bales, so that's what we're going to be storing there is the grass bales. So let's get my front end loader hooked up here. I've been loading grass bales on our flatbed trailer to wheel back here. We've only got one straw bale left, and it's over by the composter. The hay bales, I don't know what we're going to do with them. I might still find some other kind of bale storage for those. But anyway, for now, one thing I do know is it does store one type of bale fine. So we're going to be storing grass bales there. And there's plenty still out here on the grass field. Ooh, our rye is looking nice there. I'm thinking that's probably August or something we're going to harvest that. I'm guessing. How's it look on the map? Yeah, it's still not going to be for a while. Well, it looks nice. The rye. Now, this bale trailer is pretty tight. I've used this trailer for lots of things, but I haven't used it for bales yet. But I think it's a bale trailer, so this bale should fit on there if we're... Yeah, you would think so, wouldn't you? Well, maybe I'm putting them on there in the wrong orientation. I mean, there is that. I haven't used it for bales yet. Let's put it on the other way. Either way, we just need to get the bales down there to the tarp storage. Yeah, you know, the bales were probably supposed to go on there like that, and I didn't even think about that. Sometimes you got to think outside the box. You know, which is one kind of thing about this farm. A lot of maps, they'll advertise, you know, some maps have smaller fields, and it says in the description for the map, you know, it says you can join the fields to make bigger fields, you know. And one thing that, you know, the thing that we've done here is one thing that maybe some people don't think about, you know, file this under thinking outside the box. And that's sometimes what I'm saying is, yeah, taking a big field and breaking it into smaller fields. I think maybe some people don't think about the fact you can do that on some maps, you know. And I think it makes for a really cool dynamic here where we have, you know, this field, as I showed earlier, we have it broken up into 5 or so smaller fields. There's absolutely the freedom to do that. Yeah, I should have put them on there, you know, like I put that second one on there. But anyway, yeah, it's a cool feeling when you drive through here and we have our, you know, we decide where this field goes, and that field goes there, this one's here, etc. I think it's kind of cool. I put them in just straight east-west strips. Of course, we could have done it any which way. We're going to run these bales. Yeah, I'm going to put these bales in there lengthwise. Of course, it's just to get them down to the bale storage. And unfortunately, because the weight of our tractor, or I should say the lack of weight of our tractor, we can only move these bales one at a time. Yeah, I need to get like a weight or something for the back of the tractor. Because even this one bale, I got to be careful how I maneuver it, or it could cause the tractor to tip. It's a great tractor. It's just a little lightweight. This is a John Deere 6M. Just a little bit light on the weight part. There we go. Alright, so we're going to get this bale in there, and we're going to run these down there, because I just want to store the grass bales on the tarp storage. The hay bales I haven't quite figured out yet, but I want to get these in the storage for now, and we can work on other things. Okay, that bale for some reason got stuck on this. Now, of course, this is a silage fork, and I mentioned this before. It's real handy as a bale mover, but it's not. You know, you can spike bales with it, just like you can spike bales with a pallet fork. But and I like using this because I have to change my tool less. I can use my tool to do many things. However, that bale got stuck on there. This is not the ideal way to move bales. It works, but that last bale, wow, it got stuck on there. Something fierce. There we go. All right, yeah, usually you don't have problems with it, but anyway, let's get these grass bales moved down there, and I'll get something for the hay bales later. Oh, we're just going down to the end of the field, but these bales are heavy. Let's strap these guys down. There we go. That should hold them pretty good. All right. Well, see, they're so heavy, I could see that trailer tipping over if I turn too fast. I believe on a previous episode when I was delivering olive oil, or canola oil, I kept saying that. When I was delivering the canola oil to the store, I took a turn too slightly too sharp, and the whole trailer did tip. And that was just 4 pallets of the canola oil. Got to watch that kind of stuff. Oh, there's our puppy dog roaming out in the grass field here. Watch out for him. So, you know, this section up here where we mowed, I just noticed it's becoming less visible now. Oh, but you can definitely still see it. Yeah, I hate that I had to mow this for grass that 1 month. I want that to grow back. Anyway, let's get this. I think we might just be able to pull this. Wait, I just noticed something. Is my axle blocked? Yeah, it is. I noticed that. There we go. I noticed it actually. I was when I think it was the last episode when I was in. I didn't notice it till I was in editing. I was like, holy crap, have I been driving that trailer around with the front axle blocked? Sometimes I block the front axle so that I can back it up. And I noticed it in editing of the last episode. All right. So, but now that it's not, it's backing up weird. But that's okay. It's easier to pull. And that might have been making it turn weird. Yeah, I noticed it. The point is, I saw it in the editing. I was like, holy crap, was I driving that around all episode with the front axle locked like that? Because it's going to make it turn weird, you know? Anyway, that could have been why it was turning so stiff through the field. So, grass bales? Excellent. Yeah, it's storing the grass fine now, but so we'll just leave this one type of bale here, do something else with the hay bales. For now, let's get out to this field here. So I want to run a couple more... oh, you know what, actually? Let's sell some moonshine. This is, yeah... Shady Country Distillery. Our business is moonshine, apple moonshine, and this time of year we are doing strawberry moonshine while apples are out of season. Let's get some strawberry jam up to the still. I know we got some cases of moonshine that need to be run down to the sell point and sold. We've got, oh yeah, look at this. We've got 4 cases of jam ready to go. Let's check the production on this. Right, so strawberry jam. How is our input looking? You know what? We could use some sugar. We're getting low in wooden boxes. We're going to add some... Let's check if there's any more strawberries to add. So, I checked the still. It's fine on sugar. It could use some things, but it's okay on sugar. We will soonish want some boxes up here at the greenhouses, but they're good on boxes for now. This needs boxes. Now, to avoid having to run like 30 or 40 boxes in here, which is a really time-consuming process, let's actually do it. You see what I'm saying? Let's get some boxes here so we don't have to fill the whole farm with boxes, you know? So, yeah, let's get some sugar. Let's get another, what do you think? Maybe 2 pallets? Yeah, this thing goes through it. I mean, if we get 2 pallets for this now, wow, it's expensive. It is expensive. Let's get 1. Let's get 1 because it is really expensive. And the boxes. Okay, we want wooden boxes, and we're going to put in... So, 20 wooden boxes. Those are cheap. Now, looking back here in the production menu. Okay, good. I'm glad I only bought 1 pallet of sugar because this only holds 1,000 liters. Excellent. Okay. Okay, good thing we only bought 1 of those. We bought 20 boxes, so this will be good on boxes. So next month when we add boxes to the greenhouses over there, we won't have to buy for this. All right, so let's think here. What do we need? We're going to want... All right, so we're going to be making a trip up to the still and to the store. So let's make that 1 run. Yeah, like we did the last time we sold. So this is going to be a really productive run this way. Let's toss these cases of strawberry jam here in the back of the truck. And then we're going to want to grab the trailer to take to the store. And we're going to load that up with the sugar. We'll catch that on the way back. Yeah, so we're going to go up to the still. We're going to drop off the strawberry jam here. And then we're going to go sell that. While we're at the sell point, probably, I think this is the same thing we did last time, because the sell point for the moonshine is right by the store. We'll pick up our sugar pellet and our boxes and bring those down here. Yeah, this is expensive to keep up, the jam production. And, but it's what we're using for moonshine right now. And it's expensive to keep up, but it puts out jam at a good rate. Now I wonder... what kind of price could we get selling jam by itself? Because the strawberry jam based moonshine doesn't sell for any more than it sells for the same price as regular moonshine. I'm wondering if the strawberry jam you know, would sell better, like by itself. Let's find where it's at down here somewhere. There's a lot of products on this map, as you can see. Like a lot of Russian maps, there's a lot of production, meat-based production, other kinds of production. Russian maps always had a lot of production, even back in FS19 before there was production. Any Russian map was guaranteed to have all kinds of production built into it. It's just something that I noticed. It was definitely a theme. Here it is. So that is... Wait, what's the moonshine sell for? Because, so strawberry jam sells for... Okay, this is per 1,000 liters, but when we look at the moonshine, hard to say. But I like it's regardless, because here's the thing: you do production in Farming Simulator not because it makes more money. Oh, let's fix these boxes back here. You don't do production in Farming Simulator because it makes you the most money. You do it because that's what your farm is based on, right? This is not a min-max kind of game. Sometimes I gotta. You know, I play other games, and sometimes I have to kind of shake myself and say, hey, you know, this is not min-maxing. We're doing this because this is what our farm is based around. So, yeah, this is a distillery, and this is what we do. And I'm trying to get these boxes sorted in here. Right, so let's head down to the still, up to the still, up north of here, out in the woods, and to our secret location, right? And we're going to fill it, we're going to drop off the strawberry jam. We're going to pick up, our trailer. Yeah, that's right. I'm glad I was, you know, sometimes I repeat all this stuff. I go through the list in my head, and now I'm glad I do that because we need our trailer. I think I left it down here. Yeah, it's right over here. We're going to want this at the store on the way back home. Bring back supplies for our jam production. Yeah, you know, running production-based farm like this, there's always a checklist in your head that, you know, I'm always running through that checklist because there's a lot of things to keep track of. I like that we kind of got the 5 or so fields. It's kind of cool, the 5 fields right there in one, working on, but at the same time, there's always productions that we're checking off, you know, down the list as we go. So let's get up to the still. All right, so up here at the still, let's see, we've got a case of moonshine there to pick up. Let's get these strawberries here, and we'll check how the production here is going, see if it needs anything. I don't think so. It should be good. I've been up here recently because that's not the only case of moonshine we have up here. Of course, I keep that. I try not to let it, you know, pile up and sit out here in the open. We've got it tucked away over there in that trailer, which I was going to run it to the sell point in this, you know, our little undercover moonshine running vehicle. But as we've got to stop by the store and do other things, well, what do you think? I do like making the runs in this. I mean, that's why this car came with the property. It's got character. I like it. Maybe we'll just run down to the sell point in that and then come back. I'll make it. I can edit it short for you guys, of course. It does make more sense to run it in our actual vehicle, or our bootlegging vehicle, and not the big loud truck, whatever. Plus, it's already loaded up in there. I'd have to load it into the truck. So anyway, yeah, let's see what this has got here. And let's get this warmed up, too. Let's get this fired up. And so let's get this started up. And we'll just load that in here. All right. Well, that warms up. And, yeah, see, we got some moonshine to run to the store, or to the sell point. This is what, 5? Yeah, 5 cases. So that'll offset some of our costs. And yeah, let's check on the production. Let's get this locked down. There we go. And, oh, I didn't strap those in, did I? Hang on, let's open this back up. Yeah, I totally did not strap these down. There we go. And one there. All right, let's check the production here. Let's see what's going on. Make sure everything's neat and tidy in here. Productions. All right, moonshine from Jam. Okay, so when I get the chance, yeah, we'll want to run some water down here. I can do that in my own time. This right here, this could use some sugar. Basically a little bit of everything. Sugar, yeast, propane. This is going to need a general thing. And if we don't, you know, maintain this a little bit at a time, then it piles up, and then it needs a ton of stuff, and that's never fun, you know, when it needs a ton of stuff, because then that's a whole lot of stuff. Maybe let's handle some of that today. There's some field work I wanted to do, but you know what? Shady Country Distillery, you know, this is the point of this this farm here. What we're doing is production based. We're doing production. We're doing farm stuff too, yeah, but there's a lot of production upkeep and production based things to do. And you know what? It's fun. I like running all this and doing this. It's the point of having productions in Farming Simulator. So yeah, this stuff is fun. Now, so here we got 5 crates, so we can expect, what, about 6,000, I think, maybe-ish dollars, about the price we've been getting. Although, before I started recording this episode, it did say that there's great demand at the Moonshine sell point, so we'll see how that goes. I was just thinking, 400 liters of moonshine, wow, that's a lot of... Now, I used to drink. I've been sober for a couple of years, 2 years, I think, this December. But I used to drink. This doesn't bother me at all. Role-playing this, I did it completely independent of that. But as someone who used to drink a lot, yeah, so a few years ago, 400 liters of moonshine, I probably would have made some remark about that or something like that. But no, I'm sober. Played this completely, you know, independent of that, because I don't get triggered by alcohol or anything anymore. But that's a lot of booze. But I also used to work. I've worked at a couple liquor stores, so I have a decent knowledge of alcohol from, well, yeah, I drank for, I don't know, 20 some odd years probably. And, well, I used to work at a liquor store, and we sold, here in Colorado, they sell this moonshine. I mentioned it before, and it comes in like a mason jar. There we go. And it has like different fruit flavors and stuff. I don't think I ever tried it. I probably did at some point or another. But it's real popular. $5,800 or so. Yeah. So that's what this distillery reminds me of, is kind of the branding of a moonshine brand that they sell here. I mentioned it before. It's probably other places too, not just Colorado. I'm sure it's other places. Yeah, I'm sure. I think it comes from somewhere in the south, actually. I don't think it's a local brand. Anyway, let's get this back to the still. Enough story time. Let's get this back to the still. If I can get this car out of here. Yeah, see this driveway, it's got these little half-buried tires here. I always get hung up on them. Anyway, back to the still. You know what, actually? I was on the way to the still, and I turned back around, because while we're here, you know, while we're on our way back, we've got the car and the trailer. What's some things that we need, you know, up at the still, right? We're going up there with a vehicle with a trailer. Yeah, so let's get some stuff here. Let's see. So we've got this stuff waiting for us. This is going to the farm, though. We'll get this with the truck. We've got the car, and so we can get some... We're going to pallets. Where to get some supplies? What did it need? We need some propane. This is best delivered with the truck. Yeah, because these tanks, I like to transport them upright, and yeah, best with the pickup truck. However, we can grab some yeast. There's no reason we can't grab that as long as we're going up there with the car. Here's some of this. Let's grab... Wow, this is not cheap. This is, let's see, 600 liters for 2 of these. Let's just grab 2 of these, because those are expensive. And well, I guess that's about all we can grab. Yeah, because the propane tanks I like to transport upright, and the sugar pallet too big, but we can grab these. All right, so I just checked the production thing, and our still will hold 2,000 liters of yeast. So this here we've got... oh, I thought I only bought 2. Did I buy 4? Was I not paying attention? Apparently so. Well, we got 4 of these. Yeah, because I thought I only paid 2,000, but apparently I paid 4,000. I might have bought it twice or something. I'm kind of distracted, apparently. Well, that's okay. We've got plenty of yeast for the... now, we don't use it for the apple moonshine. The strawberry moonshine we're making right now uses it. And also, this year, once it's in season, we'll be growing potatoes. I'd like to grow potatoes. The potato vodka, it might use yeast. I don't know. I'll have to check the production menu. But other kinds of the moonshine will use yeast. Anyway, let's get this back to the store. I got distracted somewhere, and I was just thinking, man, I spent $2,000 on this. I didn't mean to, but that's okay. We'll use it in other runs of moonshine. All right, got the car back here at the still. Let's get these unloaded. And yeah, I thought I only set it on 2 when I was buying these, and I likely did, but I probably just clicked it twice or something. Right, anyway. So we'll bring sugar up here. I'll just put that on the list of things to remember for later, I'm not too keen on buying another sugar pellet right now either, to be honest. We just bought that one for the jam production, and we've spent a lot of money this month, ensuring productions. All right, that's unloaded. Let's get this closed down. And we are getting back to, let's get back to the shop, pick that stuff up. So we made $6,000 in sales here. That's great. We need to get some other productions going. All right, I want to get this pallet loaded first so we can toss in the boxes, just toss them in around it. And I guess we'll just put it on the trailer. I think it'd be best in the back of the truck, but to save time, we're not going very far, we don't have to unhook the truck if we just put this in the trailer here. So we'll just put that there and kind of scooch that over a little bit. And let's get these boxes loaded. Now that I've sufficiently knocked them all over the place, it takes a second because we got to load these by hand one by one. But when we take them back to the jam production on our farm, it'll just take them right out of the thing. We won't have to pull these out. Oh, darn, I got off to a bad start there. Get that up there. And then I'll come by later. Yeah, I don't want to buy the sugar for the still just yet. I want to make some more money before I go buying that sugar. But the propane, next time I go up there, I'll remember, you know what? Maybe we should buy some propane, just toss it in the back of the truck. And that way it's already in the back of the truck. Yeah, for the next time we run up there. This isn't too expensive. We'll just buy 4 of these. I usually take these up there 4 at a time, the propane, butane. And then we'll just strap that. That fits nice and neat right behind the cab of the truck. And we'll just take that up there the next time we're going up there. We'll also have some money coming in. We get all those crops, and those crops are to fuel our moonshine business. Things are really going to take off when we harvest our crops, because that corn and that rye, that's what that's for, obviously, right? It's for other kinds of moonshine. So we can, so this year we'll be expanding our brand, We went from just apple moonshine to the strawberry jam moonshine, adding rye and a corn-based alcohol to that. That's going to be like a whole new... That's going to be cool, man. That's going to so add to the brand from the farm here. So we're spending a lot of money in production here, but this harvest this year is going to start changing things. This fall, things are going to change. Let's, I'm just thinking here. Let's get the tailgate open and let's stack these back there. Let's see, will this guy fit in there? Good enough. That's good enough. All right, let's grab the rest of these. Get these tossed in the trailer, and we'll get this stuff down to the jam production. Yeah, I'm eager to see how our moonshine production is going to expand later this year. I'm so eager to get there, but there's a lot of fun work to do in order to ensure that. Like, for instance, we got room for another healthy size room. What am I looking for here? A healthy amount of room for another crop on the field is what I was looking to say there. Because the way I have the sections I have the field broken up into, there's room to break it up into 2 more of the same size sections, so we can have... I kind of like how it looks nice and neat like that. I'm a big fan of things neat and orderly and exactly the same size, and these are eyeballed about the same size. Today I want to start working on that, another section here, so we could have 2 more sections, or or we could just have this one big section of some other kind of crop. And we can still plant most crops this year. Okay, I think that's good for those boxes. I think we got all of those. It says 38 units. That tells me that no, you know what that means. One's just not strapped down. I was like, they're all in here. Yeah, one's probably just not being held by the straps because they're all in here. So there should be 40. We bought 20 and each one is 2 boxes. So, oh yeah, one's in the truck. I just noticed that. Yeah, one's in the back of the truck. And yeah, let's strap down those totally 100% strap down these tanks. Yeah, the other box is right there in the back of the truck. All right, well, all accounted for then. Back to the farm. Wow, this is a big load of boxes. It takes a minute to load all those in there. I like that kind of production, though. Now, that production is included with the map, Kalinovka. I don't know how greenhouses and that production works on other maps, but on this map, that's how it runs, is with the wooden boxes. And I think it's a fun quirk for the production. Let's stop here and get fuel on the way back to the farm. Let's get some fuel. I think it's a fun aspect of the production, you know, supplying the wooden boxes that the fruit comes in. If that's the way other maps work too, then yeah, I didn't know that. Whoops, I meant to shut the engine down there. My bad. Well, yeah, I don't normally do the greenhouses, but it's really fun. And I want to get the garden running too. That's something I'm going to get running also. Probably after this episode, I'll get the greenhouse running, just kind of get that started. Which actually, there's no reason we can't do that right now. I've already got seeds in it, actually. Yeah, I see, I guess what? Seeds, compost, water, right? We've already got seeds in it. Yeah, let's start the garden up. Lots of things to do for the production. Things really got busy after, you know, once spring came. Make sure no one's crossing the road here. Well, let's get back to the farm, get this stuff put in the jam production. All right, now something I just thought of. Our jam production here also uses propane. And I don't want it to take it out of the truck because I got this propane for the still. Yeah, let me see if I can, I'm going to back this up so that it won't take it out of the truck. Let's pop these straps on the back trailer there. And now what we'll do is we'll see if we can get it so that it doesn't take that propane out. If it does, hey, jam production needs it as well, but we want to run that up to the still. Now, let's get this box tossed in here. Now, next time I get boxes, I'll do that next month. I'll get boxes. We'll just have to get them for the greenhouse. There we go. Let's get those in there. Let's get this backed up. Unloading everything for here. Right. It's got as much sugar as it can hold. There we go. All right. Excellent. Let's go ahead and unblock the trailer. And we want to top off a couple things. Yeah, may as well get the... It shouldn't be too late to start the potatoes. See, I was thinking, yeah, I want to do the potatoes. Darn, this trailer, there's just not room to turn it around in here. It says the potatoes are like August through September. Yeah, that would be a harvest time. I would assume that we want to get the, you know, potatoes started in the greenhouse now. And it's a lot easier to think without that noisy truck running. So I guess we're not going to have really any time for field work. That's okay. I mean, I showed you all out in the field. You see what we're doing out there, but production here simply demands more hands. It might be like it was last month where we had one episode on production and one out in the fields. Oh, it's great though, because doing this, then I really can't wait to get back out into the fields, you know. So we need compost. Let's check. How is our compost doing? It should be fine. I checked it recently. Oh yeah, compost is running like it should be. You know, it could use yeast. We don't need yeast for the composter. I'm going to keep that in mind. But that yeast was not cheap, was it? No, it was pretty expensive. Well, I'll keep that in mind. All right, so composter's good. We're going to... Okay, so it's got 3,400 liters it's storing right now. And the greenhouses should be good. So we can take some of that out and use for the garden. And I just remembered I was going out there, but the tipper I want to use for the compost is actually in the yard here. Yeah, I parked it right over here. I think compost was the last thing that we used it for. Yep, still got compost in it. Yeah, so we still got this small tipper. That's great. Yeah, that Kloss tipper that we bought, excellent. It's great for using it on the fields. And this tipper here is great for just keeping in the farmyard and moving around the compost because, yeah, 8,000 liters, that's great capacity for this. Ah, drat. I got the dregs of that straw baler there. Let's see if we can push this back So let's see, however, if there's room for the rest of that straw bale now, though. Yep. That was what I was trying to do. I was trying to see if I could push it back with the trailer so that it would take the rest of it. But anyway. So you see, there was a method to my madness. I knew what I was doing. I was trying to push it back out of the way. Now we can fill up with composts. All right, now it's pretty tight backing that in there. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to have to, you know what? I said we might need the smaller tractor. Yes, I got the perfect job for our small John Deere. Yeah, that's really what I should be doing this with. We should really leave the small one here in the tractor yard because that's where it performs best, is moving stuff around in the yard. Oh, hey, how about that? You know, at the beginning of the episode, remember, I hooked it up to this and I said we might need this. Yes, and this was not even on my mind at all. How about that? Let's top this off. We need 6,000 liters of water for our garden, and there it is, already hooked up with the tractor we need. All right, so yeah, this tractor is great for stuff just like this. This little guy here will be able to back that up into where we need it. I thought we might be needing water for something, although I was thinking we were going to need it for the still. See, we got to back this trailer up down in there in between the greenhouses and the garden. And the John Deere 6M, especially with that loader on it, it's hard to cut things going in reverse because when I hook the front around, you know, that loader wants to whack into everything, and we got to make kind of a sharp cut here. So hopefully this guy can do it. No, we don't want to put it in the greenhouse. We want to put it in the garden here. That's the turn I was trying to make. There we go. Let's get this offloaded here. And yeah, that seat pallet is kind of... I left the seat pallet there because it's mostly empty, and I figured when it was empty, when the garden needed some, it would just take out of the seat pallet there on its own. All right, let's put this back where it was. All right, so we just need the water, and we'll start production on potatoes so that in August, starting in August, I think it's August through September. I didn't really see. We'll check on it. Let's get this parked back here. We'll be able to sell potatoes, or yeah, farm potatoes for the Moonshine. All right, now we've got water offloading into our garden here. And let's see how it's going. Open production menu. We're going to be growing, August, September, potatoes. And why does that say 0 water? Oh, it's going to need boxes as well, so I'll have to get the boxes as well. Is that water offloading into the... I backed it up right to the water tank here. Let's see here. I don't think I pull it back to the same... So apparently it was registering at the front. I thought it was registering at the back. Okay, I'll turn these on. I don't like turning these on. I leave these off for immersion, but if you were wondering, that's the setting for those right here under general settings. See, I had it pulled up to the water thing. You know, I run with these icons off. That's because I memorize where they're at. And I pulled up to where it was at. Let's try backing the water trailer down there like we did the other things. Well, it's not registering it anywhere whatsoever, so I'm going to have to sort that out on my own time. It's something else I have to figure out. Some of the stuff you have to mess with and figure out, and most everything I figured out before recording, but I figured how hard could this be, right? Well, it's one of those things. We'll get to that. So, April is on its way. Boy, there ended up being a lot more production stuff than I thought, but there's always stuff to manage here. And look at this. Oh, yeah, we got strawberries to run over here. Let's get these strawberries over here. So everything's working great like clockwork, and we're selling moonshine regularly, which is great, and we're making, okay money from it. But where the money's really going to be, obviously, clearly, is once our harvests start coming in, once we start seeing the results of the crops we have in our fields. It's not just going to be money. We're going to be looking at seriously expanding the kinds of the brands of moonshine that we're selling from here, and we may even have to take some other measures to up production. So it's looking really good, and guys, it's really fun. I'm having fun doing this, and I hope you guys enjoy watching, and always appreciate any input down in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. I'll catch you guys on Friday with the next episode. We may still be in April. We'll probably be in May. We'll probably move on to May, but it'll still be springtime here at the farm, Shady Country Distillery. And look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.